Martinis and Mortgages with Shelle Page. Sip, learn, make friends on life's new stage. Your MN Mortgage lady lights the way with tips and laughs on every play.
Okay, hello everybody. It's Shelle Page, and we are Martinis and Mortgages. I don't know if you guys know this, but we have some lemon drops for you here today. So
Fantastic.
hopefully you will enjoy those, and we will talk about mortgages and real estate and all that good stuff. So we're going to start off with my guests introducing who they are and how long you've been in real estate, or whatever you want to share with us.
Sure. My name is Ray Stenger. I'm with Keller Williams Classic Realty Northwest. We're at the Maple Grove office. I've been doing this on July 19th. It will be 29 years.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
So, yeah, I mean, I got into real estate long time ago. Basically, I was employed by corporate America, and one day I wasn't. And my brother, prior to that, who owned a branch of a mortgage company, said, "Hey, let's go be mortgage people." So I showed up at his house the next day, and then he said, "You know what? We just gave a couple of referrals out to real estate agents. So one of us should be a realtor." We flipped a coin. I lost, and I got to be the realtor.
I do remember this. Yeah, that's a great way to get into the business.
Yeah, and we did mortgages for quite a while, but
Yeah.
I haven't done a mortgage in about 10 years.
Yeah.
It's
That's our relationship,
right.
which I love. By the way, if you have somebody who used to be a mortgage person and then they want to work with you, that's kind of a big deal. Like, I take that as a thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about you?
I've been in...
Well, what's your name first?
Oh, hi.
She didn't have a name.
I don't have...
She goes by a first name like Madonna and
There you
Cher.
go. There you go. Mhm.
Facts.
My name is Tanya Jorgensen. I have been at Keller Williams with Ray for a little over 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
And I know, right?
Yeah.
And before that, I was in commercial real estate for 9. So I've been in real estate for 11 years.
Yeah, and she's still smiling too, by the way.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
good.
Always.
Right.
Well, glad to have you guys here today. I'm just going to ask you some fun questions. So just bear with me. I'm going to look here for. Okay. So let's settle this once and for all.
Ooh.
Who runs the show here? Who's in charge? Tell us a little bit about that relationship in
Let me just take
5,000 or less words, Ray. If we could maybe just get a little bit smaller.
I could just say I'll just leave right here and let you guys talk, because honestly, in our relationship here, she's been, like she said, working with me for about 2 years or so, and literally I have 4 jobs, which all has to do with talking to people, right? And I kind of create this mess every day that I say, "Hey, Tanya, can you clean this up?" And so really,
That sounds like job security to me.
Oh, it's 100%
Yeah.
job
Yeah.
security. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, and share that a little bit about how that works. Where it's been 2 years now, so you probably know you guys have each other down, like strengths and weaknesses and all of that.
100%, and we talk every single day, at least multiple times if we're not together. So it comes down to our systems.
Yeah.
You know, it comes down to our systems. So I have a checklist. I know exactly what I got to do, and if I am not doing it, I make sure he is, and it works.
Yeah.
It's a team effort, really.
It's systems and models, right? We have an idea, not an idea. We have a very thought out plan of how we're going to execute our from going from one end to a transaction to the next, and sometimes I always say it's kind of like landing a plane, right? You know where you are, you know where you got to get to, and sometimes you go back and forth a little bit because things happen. But ultimately, that's where she comes in and she makes sure the plane lands.
Well, and I should also say, why don't you guys let everyone know what your titles are? Because I didn't even introduce like what role you play in your team in real estate.
So I'm the realtor.
With no I. He told me it was with no I.
With no I. Yeah, everybody says realtor. It's not realtor. It's realtor.
Realtor.
Yeah.
That's a national designation, by the way.
Yeah. It's very much. Yeah.
Just wanted you guys to know that.
Yeah. And so I do all things realtor. Now, Tanya is also a licensed realtor because she, in doing some of the things that she does, she has to have her license in order to do that. And she gets to get out there a little bit, and because there are times when I can only be in one place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
You guys fill in the gaps for sure. Okay, so tell me what your role is and what you do.
My title would be executive assistant. As Ray said, I am also a realtor, so I can do all the things he does, but he just does the realtor stuff way better, and I do the administration stuff way better.
100%. Yeah.
And I don't feel like when I've dealt with your clients that they feel any different. Like you guys are both just taking care of them. And
100%.
that's, yeah, so that's, and I see a lot of people who have teams like this. It runs differently in different cases. So I think what I like is you bring that sense of humor that just makes me laugh. I love what she does, and she just makes me giggle all the time. And you're funny, but you're kind of the
But I'm not Tanya. Let's be clear.
he's the straight man. Like he is the guy in the normal, like when you have a comedy duo, he's setting up, well, you're setting up the jokes and he's delivering the straight face, right? So
The dry humor.
yes,
Right here.
yeah,
I don't have, yeah.
yeah.
But we have
So-
fun doing that, and that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why we work so well together.
Yeah.
We do have fun.
I love that. I love
And
that.
everybody in the office knows it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
they just, this huge office, and
Yeah.
we're
It's
kind
fun.
of the clowns.
I like that if you haven't seen their newer characters, they're super cute. So hopefully you get a chance to see them. Okay, great. Now let's move on.
Okay.
So this is where it's kind of, and if you want Ray to leave the room or we just whisper something, we can do that too.
fair.
But can you, and I think we talked about this a little while ago and you're like, I'm not sure I remember, but there's gotta be times where you've saved a deal, an emotion. You know, our borrowers can get, it's high intensity emotions. So it can be happy, sad, cry, joy, yell, whatever at any given moment, where I'm sure you do a lot of management of that. Maybe share a little bit about that.
For sure, every single day. But it kind of works both ways. You know, it's part of being a team. Then we, you know, when I maybe can't manage something, then he does. And I truly believe having an admin like he does helps him navigate the things that he doesn't necessarily have time for
Sure.
Or not good at.
or not good at.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, it's the client's not realizing the chaos
Because
in
they're
the
just
background.
they're just taken care of.
They're taken care
Yeah.
of and they know it,
Yeah.
right? And so the goal for us is for them to not even know that there's hoops we're going through in the
Yeah.
background.
Yep.
I mean,
You know?
through our system, right? It's it's the same on every file. It really is, right? We start at one place and it's the same through every file, and we ad lib a little bit along the way. But it really is me introducing Tanya as part of the transaction, me introducing yourself as part of the transaction for buyers, and say, we're all working on the same team here, and we're gonna land the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this, and I am so sorry. I did send them questions, but I'm going to throw a little twist in here before I ask the last one. So, if someone said, "Hey, why should we work with you guys?" What would your answer be? And again, 5,000 or less words. I got to give you a hard time. You know I do.
Yeah, well, yeah. I could,
We're really good at that. I really like that part of our relationship.
what about keeping me and
Keeping you in line.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
yeah? I don't know if I can do it under 5,000.
Plus, I have to say, just for the record, we love his wife. So we have to put that out there, and his dog. We have to say that,
You
right?
have to. Yeah.
You have to. I wish the dog was here. I mean,
Oh yeah, I could have brought him. I don't.
Okay.
maybe on the next podcast, we will have realtors' dogs. I don't want to say the I.
Honestly, the reason why people should use us is the fact that not only have we been doing it for almost 29 years, but we've been doing it at a very high level as far as number of transactions. So there's not anything we haven't seen, right? We always tell people we're gonna take you by the hand and we're going to lead you through this whole process, and there'll be people involved. There'll be myself and Tanya and Shelle and our title people, our inspectors, and everybody else. And so we got you, right? And we've got people are kind enough to leave reviews and things just to kind of, if somebody has questions and they want to go past that, they can absolutely look at that. But also, I think they see us having fun, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Right. We want to. It can be a very stressful situation for people to do this. I mean, but the buying part is super fun, but that can be stressful too. But the selling as well. And our job is to, get them to the end of the finish line here with, literally as the least amount of stress as possible.
Yeah, and I think you guys do a really good job of like managing those expectations and bringing reasonable expectations to people because it's hard when you've got a life change or a downsize, a right size, an upsize, a divorce, death, all these things that we deal with that you guys you handle it. And that says a lot about you for the trust that you build with your clients. Do you want to add anything?
Not really, but I mean, I go back to the team thing, you know, and having two people able to keep their eyes on everything and just make things run smooth. And again, we have fun.
And have fun.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
have
best part of
fun. And it, like he said, it's stressful for people. And I just try and keep things light. And I've always been good at that. So I go with it.
That's your strength.
It's my strength.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm more down direct to the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I don't tell them what they want to hear, but we tell them what they need to hear and what we think, but we do it in a way where, they don't come out stressed.
Yeah. They understand
Just
it.
that communication.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess everybody should use you guys then, is what it sounds
I
like.
think I have to agree.
And if not,
yeah.
If not. Okay, so here's what I would say. We've got our last one. This is the fun question. And I know I gave them a little time to think about it, but it's not an easy question. So, and I have just finished binging a very popular documentary too. So I thought about, should it be a documentary or whatever? But let's say you guys have a reality television show. I personally love The Housewives. Okay, not Salt Lake City or this new Rhode Island or whatever those are. But reach out to me if you want to talk about Housewives. Just finished
thanks.
one of their books. Love them. I won't hold that against you.
Okay.
But if you guys had a reality TV show, what would it be called or what would it be like? Do you know?
I don't know if it was 2 words, the last word would be uncensored.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I don't know what the first word would
Yes.
be, right? Because depending on the day, it could be a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But definitely uncensored.
I love that.
Like I said, we have fun at work, and she made a comment earlier about everybody in the office knows that we have fun. It's because they can hear us. Right?
Me.
Okay.
Do we need to get more padding on
Yes,
the
yes,
walls like
100%.
this? Perhaps we could, give you a contact or
Anybody
a referral.
who sees this and anybody who knows me, they know I'm loud, and I mean it's just me,
Yeah.
right? And you either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
And most people like it.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like it.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
We're
people
not
out
working
there.
with those people,
No.
by the way.
Probably the people that have the office right next door.
Oh, that could be.
That
That's
one's
fair.
always empty, which is
Oh, good. We'll keep them empty.
Well, I wonder why.
That's by design. Everyone's like, don't put me next to them. And by the way, if you haven't seen The Office, it's Maple Grove, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is beautiful. I remember when you guys were in the other office, and which was fine. I mean, but this one is really, really nice. And so I think it's a great place for you guys to learn and grow your business and all that good stuff. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming.
Sure.
At the end of this, I normally do a little mortgage tip, so I'm going to do that real quick.
Yep.
And then we will fade out into blackness for our editing. But this week, I wanted to talk a little bit about rates. I'm not going to give you rates. I'm not going to tell you what they are, what they're going to be, but I will tell you that's a big question right now. And I really want to give you one tip, and that is think about the payment and the cash that you need for close. And then let's work backwards, because that rate has a tax benefit. That rate has implications if you buy it down and they go down, you've lost some money. There's a whole bunch of conversations right now that people are having about rates. And if you're having those questions, reach out to us today, any of us, and say it shouldn't be a reason that you buy or sell because, well, you've been doing it for a long time. And you've been in the market for mortgages for a long time. I did mortgages when they were 26.99%. And that's because you had rolling rates on a mortgage. Another story for the old timers. But it really is the right time to move is when your life requires it. So don't worry about it so much. That's my tip. Anything you guys want to add about rates? What do you say when people ask you about rates? Call Shelle Page.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I mean, we've been business partners together because I know when I send people to you that it's an extension of myself. You will treat them the right way and look out for their best interest, because that's really the only interest that matters.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even solicit that. So thank you.
Is there going to be a tier?
No. I didn't drink any martinis, so I'm not really a crier when I drink, but that's probably how I would get there, is probably that moment. But anyway, there's no crying in mortgage or in realtor.
Well done.
Or why can't I
Did she say it wrong?
I think I did.
Realtor.
I think I did.
Realtor.
Anyway, thank you
Realtor.
guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.